How many of you have ever had the experience that I had just yesterday? This is a true story. I was telling somebody I was emceeing tonight's event, and they asked who was going in, who's the class of 2011, and I rattled off the names, and they said, oh, I know Cindy Miller. I took golf lessons from her, right? Raise your hand. How many people here have taken golf lessons from Cindy Miller? There's a lot of you. I got to tell you, she's not admitting that she taught any of you the swings that you currently have, by the way. You may blame her for your swings, but she's not going to admit it. She is a native of Silver Creek, New York. Cindy is a former New York State amateur champion, a fierce competitor on the LPGA Tour, a TV star on the Golf Channel, and one of the top teachers in America as rated by Golf Digest. Would you please turn your attention to the video screen for more on Hall of Fame golfer Cindy Miller.
Cindy Miller took her first golf lessons at the age of 15, but her interest in the sport only took hold after her mother took her to an LPGA event in Western New York. With a newfound interest and determination, the Silver Creek native became a walk-on member of the University of Miami golf team. By the next year, she had earned a scholarship and served as team captain, leading her team to the NCAA championships in both 1977 and 78. She won the New York State Amateur Championship in 1978, and a year later claimed her first victory as a professional on the LPGA Tour. She now lives in Western New York and is married to Alan Miller, a 15-year veteran of the PGA Tour. As a player, she has won both the LPGA Northeast and Southeast Section Championships. She is currently a member of the LPGA Legends Tour, where she competes with such stars as Nancy Lopez, Beth Daniels, and Rosie Jones. She has become known as one of the best teachers in the country and was recently named the 2010 LPGA Teacher of the Year. Cindy Miller, forever enshrined in the Greater Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame.
Hi, Cindy is sponsored by New Era Cap Company and the late Dave Cook, who was one of her initial sponsors, also by Town Automotive and Frank Downing Sr., Golf Headquarters of Western New York and the Worley Golf Dome, also sponsoring her, and she is being presented with her ring by her family tonight. Her husband, Alan Miller, daughter, Kelly Miller, and sons, Jamie and Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, Cindy Miller.
Wow. I didn't really win a tournament on the LPGA Tour. Patty did, but I didn't. But I'm going to win a tournament on the Legends Tour. But I won on the, it was a mini tour event. But anyway, I am thrilled to be here. I must tell you that never in my life did I even imagine that I, Cindy from Silver Creek, would be standing up here before you tonight. The underdog college walk-on at the University of Miami graduates an All-American member of 2 national championship teams. It's amazing to me that that even happened. And although I'm really, really proud of that, and I'm proud that I went to U of M, go Jim and Jim, and, but I think the only reason I'm standing up here, or one of the main reasons is what I've accomplished in the last 10 years. I don't know how many of you know what a mulligan is, but in golf, it's a do-over. And in life, it's a second chance. And about a little over 10 years ago, I was sitting in my sweatshop, AKA embroidery business that the Cook family helped me start, in Silver Creek, and it was a Monday morning, and I'm reading the golf stats in the Monday morning paper, and I see this little thing that says, there's a Legends Tour for former LPGA Tour players. And I wasn't, I wonder who's playing. So I looked down the list to see if I had any friends there, and I saw Nancy Lopez's name, and not that we're like real buddies, but I looked and saw that she shot 85 one round, and she got paid $3,000 for it. And I was like, wow, I can shoot 85 real easy, and I'd like to get paid $3,000 for it. So my next thought was, okay, what do I have to do to qualify to play with all these Hall of Fame LPGA Tour players? And then I thought, can I resurrect my golf game and prove to myself that the dream that I had when I was 17 years old to play on the LPGA Tour and be a star wasn't just a nightmare? So life wasn't really great at that time, and that's why I'm very proud of my family, and I'm not going to cry, but you have no idea what we've gone through, but I'm very, very proud that we're all standing up here together. So I saw this little light, but I wasn't sure that if somebody had a plan for me, that that light wasn't a freight train on its way to run us over. So I got to tell you, this little box is my it. And you might say, well, what is it? And it is the choice for you to do what you're great at. And for me, it's my passion and my potential and now my purpose in life. And I don't have time to go into it because I've been warned that I can't go over 5 minutes. But there's 3 things in the box that someone from Buffalo was very instrumental in teaching me. The first thing in the box is a nail. And the nail to me represents pain. And it tells me, Cindy, how bad does the pain have to be before you have the guts to do something about it and change? The second thing in the box is a mirror. And I had to have the guts to look in the mirror and see some things about myself that I might not like and get the courage to change those things. The third thing in the box is a seed. And it's kind of little, but it's a seed. And the seed represents that it takes time for things to flourish. You're not supposed to dig the seed up to see if it's growing. You're supposed to be patient. You're supposed to nurture the seed, and then you have to put it in the light to give it the best chance to grow. See, I'm very thankful that the man upstairs did indeed have a plan for me, and he still does. And that light at the end of the tunnel was not a freight train coming at me. That light was a light of hope, hope that things could get better. So to all my junior students out here, I love you to death, and I want to dare you to choose to pursue your it. It's amazing to me that Cindy from Silver Creek, who teaches golf at a public driving range in Buffalo, New York, the golf capital of the world, has been voted the LPGA National Teacher of the Year. It's amazing to me that the little girl, the little girl from Silver Creek who sits at the bottom of the LPGA Career Money List now sits within the top 30 of the Legends Tour Career Money List. It's never too late to become what you might have been. And I have to add that Bob Rich Jr. mentioned something in his book, and I totally agree. I am who I am, whoever that may be, because I was forged in Buffalo, New York. I'm proud of my roots, and I'm proud of my hometown, and I thank you for inducting me into the Greater Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame.
Congratulations, Cindy. You asked this crowd if they've ever heard of a mulligan. Are you kidding me? When I took lessons, that was the first lesson. This is a mulligan.